Hi friend, I am Haresh Kamble. Today I am going to explain here effect of light on plant. Light is abundantly received on surface of the earth and on an average approximately only 2 to 3% of the solar energy is used in primary production. Light intensity shows spatial variation due to the factors like atmospheric water layer, particles dispersed in the air, etc. Further, the vegetation of an area may also affect the light intensity. In deep shade, under trees or underwater, light becomes limiting, below which photosynthesis is not sufficient for effective growth. Light play a vital role directly or indirectly in the regulating in the growth, structure, form, size, metabolism, development and distribution of plants. Effect of light on plant. First effect is effect on chlorophyll synthesis. Second, effect on number and position of chloroplast. Third, effect on photosynthesis. Fourth, effect on respiration. Fifth, effect on transpiration. Sixth, effect on production of hormone. Effect on development of flower, fruit and vegetative parts. Effect on formation of anthocyanin pigments. Effect on movement. Effect on photoperiodism. Effect on seed germination. Effect on distribution of plants. Effect on photomorphogenesis. So first we study effect on chlorophyll synthesis. Light directly affect on chlorophyll synthesis. See here there are two plants, one kept in the dark and one in sunlight. In the plant which is present in the sunlight is green in color. The green color is due to chlorophyll synthesis. It is directly related to the sunlight. So that due to the light, chlorophyll is synthesized. While another plant is kept in the dark. Due to the darkness or absence of light, there is no synthesis of chlorophyll pigments. Chlorophyll pigments is the pigments which is present in each and every cell of leaf except some xylem and phloem and some other tissues, but in generally in plants many cells contain this chloroplast, and in that chloroplast there is a chlorophyll pigments which is synthesized during sunlight. So see chlorophyll pigments. Here in this picture there is a chloroplast. This is the cell of leaf, and in that cell there is a chloroplast pigments. This is a double membrane sac-like structure. In that there is a chlorophyll pigments presence which absorbs sunlight. So these chloroplast is developed due to the sunlight, and in that chloroplast there are chlorophyll pigments presence. The plants which kept in the dark which show photomorphosis, growth is increased and it is delicate and absence of chlorophyll pigments. So growth is faster but the stem is very delicate and absence of chlorophyll pigments in leaf and in stem. So this is called as photomorphogenesis. Photo means light, morphogenesis means structure. Due to the absence of light, the structure of these plants is different than these plants which is kept in the sunlight. Second one is effect on number and position of chloroplast. So see in the leaf there are two two surfaces, upper surface and lower surface. The upper surface is always toward the sunlight, so that the maximum chloroplast developed on the upper surface, while on lower surface there is a less light received by cells, so number of chloroplast developed is less as compared to upper surface. As well as position of chloroplast pigments. The chloroplast, the organelles which is present in the upper cell is aligned in a line and toward the light, while the lower surface cell shows the chloroplast right angle to the light due to or for the more absorption of light. Intense light help in the formation of anthocyanin pigments in plants. In bracket, beautiful flowers containing this pigment. Anthocyanin pigments is developed due to the sunlight. Anthocyanin pigments means in a flower, in a petal, the beautiful flowers color blue, etc. These colors develop due to anthocyanin pigments, and these pigments only develop due to the light. So the beautiful flowers, the colors appears due to anthocyanin, and these anthocyanins is formed, produced in the presence of sunlight. This is structure of leaf. This leaf, this is veins, this is green in color, and this is green color due to the chlorophyll pigments presence in the cell. This is a midrib, this is petiole of leaf, this is the lamina, upper surface of leaf. And when you take a cross section of leaf, we will see this is upper surface, this is lower surface, and these cells containing chloroplast pigments. So the cells aligned on upper surface shows more chlorophyll or chloroplast as compared to the cells present at the lower surface. Effect on photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is process in which plant prepare food material by using carbon dioxide, water in the presence of sunlight, chlorophyll pigments. It produce food material, means glucose plus water plus oxygen. So this process is called as photosynthesis. In this process, food material means glucose is formed. So this process required sunlight. Without sunlight, plants cannot produce food material. So sunlight is very important for plants to produce food materials. Carbon dioxide absorbed by leaf, water absorbed by roots, and sunlight absorbed by chlorophyll pigments, which is present in the leaf, and food material is formed in the leaf. So sunlight is very important for, or light is important for photosynthesis. Photosynthesis takes place in light only. In the morning, the rate of photosynthesis is less. When sun rise and goes to midday, the rate of photosynthesis increase, and at the specific time it becomes stable, saturated or reach to the saturated points, and the graph becomes steady, and after that photosynthetic activities decreased, and at the evening it stops. So this is the photosynthesis activity. At the midday, the photosynthesis is its peak period. Then respirations. Plant also required energy, so it break down the glucose molecules by using oxygen. So respiration activity is increased with the intensity of light, and decrease with the lower intensity. As well as when temperature increase, the transpiration rate also increase. What is transpiration? When plant absorb water, this water evaporate or transpire from various aerial part of plants in the form of water vapor, or loss of water in the form of water vapor. This is called as transpiration. Transpiration takes place through stem, through leaf. So about 97% of absorbed water by roots is transpired in the atmosphere. So the rate of transpiration depending on the temperature. So when intensity of light increase, temperature of leaf also increase, so the increase the intensity of transpiration. So that in the summer season the rate of transpiration is higher, or during midday the rate of transpiration is higher as compared to morning, evening, or in a winter season. Effect of light on production of hormone or phytohormones or plant growth regulator. So light inhibit the synthesis of auxin. Auxin is a hormones or plant regulators. So when light absorbed by the tip of the plants or growing part of the plants, the portion of this, the cells of these portions inhibits not produce auxin, while the in other side the cells present here produce more auxins or produce auxins. Due to that the cell become elongated and the cells become dwarf. So the movement of these shoot or tip of plants goes to the sunlight. So this is called as phototrophism, means movement of plant toward the sun. It is due to the auxin hormones. The light inhibit auxin for production, so the cells not produce auxin, and due to that the size not increase, while the cells presence opposite side of light produce auxin and the size of the cell is increased. So the movement of this shoot toward the light. Here when both sides get equal amount of light, there is a no movement of shoot left or right. It goes straight toward the light, so that the auxin production is depend on light. So, effect on movement or positive phototropism. Plants always move toward the light. Plants always move toward the light. This is called as positive phototropism. This is the effect of light on plant. Effect on seed germination. Red light induces seed germinations. So for seed germinations, light play very important role. Red light induces, means starting seed to germinate. Germination means seed develop into seed development into plants, or it is called as seedlings. The shoot and root formed. Effect on distribution of plants. The duration and intensity of light plays an important role in determining the distribution of plants. So those plants which get more light, they grow tall in forest. So wells, vines, or the shrub, tree, shrub, vines, herb, grass, and aquatic plants. Their distribution is depends on they absorb light. So there is effect of lights on distribution of plants. Effect on photoperiodism. The response of plant to the relative length of day known photoperiod is known as photoperiodism. According to the response of plants to the length of photoperiod, the plants have been classified into three groups. long day plants, short day plants, day neutral plants. The plants which bloom means flowering when the light duration is more than 12 hours per day, example radish, potato, spinach, etc. Means long day plants require more light, more than 12 hours light exposure. Short day plants, the plants which bloom when the light duration is lesser than 12 hours per day, example cereals, tobacco, cosmos, dahlia. Short day plants receive or require less light, means below 10-hour exposure. Day neutral plants, the plants which show little response to the length of daylight, example cotton, balsam, tomato, etc. Means there is no effect of light duration on such a plants. Effect on development of flower, fruits and vegetative parts. The light of higher intensity flavors development of flowers, fruits and seeds, while light of lower intensity promotes the development of stem and roots. So this is the effect of light on development of flower, fruit and seed production. If you